Good morning, everybody. Mark Samus in Portland, Oregon, founder and CEO of Solveres. But it is a group of people that has gotten to this company in a position of strength, credibility. Definitely have a lot of owners involved that all have a vested interest. The company is debt-free. Solveres means solutions in Latin, and we're making a difference already, and it feels really good. Here's the format. We do a little networking. Maybe you can pick up some new clients for your existing business, or it's just fun. We love people. It's really good time, actually. And so we go around. Please take about 15 seconds, who you are, where you live, and what you do, and then you can exchange information in the chat room as we proceed. This meeting takes about a half hour. It's fast and fun and informative, and here we go. So VP of our real estate division, Bo Weidman, please go ahead and share your experience now, because I won't be coming back. So go ahead and share your experience now with the nonprofit.
Okay, hey, I'm Bo Weidman with, I'm in Washougal, Washington, and I'm Vice President of the Real Estate Division for Solveres. I'll talk just for a second, kind of what we did at the other meeting about the nonprofit example I had, and I want this to go to Marissa. Marissa was in a chat with me earlier today, and she met up with some nonprofits and kind of what to do. I had so much fun this last Thursday. Frank Zagunas and I went down to a expo in downtown Portland that was for volunteers. They had all these nonprofits were there, probably, I think realistically about 150. And so I just went around booth to booth and talking to them, and they were wanting volunteers. I said, well, I might be a volunteer, but I'd really like to help give you somewhere between $100,000 and $600,000 each and every year through our new company, Solveres, which I said is located here in Portland, Oregon, but we're nationwide, and we're handling things from North New England to California, Washington State to Florida, and everywhere in between. And so the two ways we do it is, one way is
30 minutes.
We have them do some real estate stuff. Go to their. We want to get into their database of people that support their nonprofit, and by doing that, we are able to give them to do a connector pledge to Solveres, which it's just a pledge. It's nothing really binding, but it's kind of a mental thing for them. They then when next time they're going to transact in a real estate transaction, like buying or selling a house or doing both, they go through our system, and our real estate agent that we put on the job for them will give 15% of the commission to them. And I was saying a $400,000 sale, that's $1,850. And so, if you had 500 or 600 people, and about every 5 or 6 or 7 years, someone buys and or sells the house, guess what? That's about 100 transactions a year going to that nonprofit at about a rate of $1,850 a transaction. That could be, it all depends on the sales price, of course, but that would end up being $185,000 a year. Now, our part two way we have, which Cammie just brought to us in the last couple of weeks, is we can actually go out there and help people. I said this to everybody down there, and it really kind of opened eyes. I said, 3% of your people you want to get cash from, and I know you want cash, but only all their assets, only 3% of their assets are in cash. Now, 43% of their assets are in real estate, so it's a lot easier to go after their real estate, because they're willing to donate some of their real estate at certain times in their lives, and it makes, the way we do it, it makes a huge tax benefit to them if they do it the right way, Cammie's way. And the average transaction nationwide for this type of thing is about it's $550,000 to $600,000 per one transaction, and they get the equity. So it's, I'll kind of stop there, and maybe Cammie can kind of go deeper later when it's her turn. I've talked too much, but does that make sense, Marissa?
Yes,
Okay,
thumbs up on that. Thank you, Bo. That was excellent. And Cammie will expand on that a little bit more, but let's go to our VP of Business Development. Steve, you're muted. Who are you? What do you do?
Hey, thanks, Mark. Steve Muckensnabel in Ridgefield, Washington, pretty close to both you and Bo. As you said, VP of Business Development. I've owned several businesses from real estate brokerage, martial arts schools, fitness centers. Currently, I manage a platform where we host online personal and business development courses. And it's the same platform where we have the training modules for Solveres.
Perfect. And his partner is also an owner in the company, Dusty Staub. His TED Talk, 7 Acts of Courage, is on our website. He also did another video specifically for Solveres. The people that are involved, boy, get to know them. Because at this kind of size where we are, a few thousand people, we're totally accessible. I consider anything less than 10,000 people pre-launch. And this is a core group of leaders that's building this out. Let's go to our VP of Social Media. Marissa, you are muted, speak several languages, lived in several countries, and please say hello.
Kumusta? Anyway, yeah, Marissa Hughes in Erie, Pennsylvania. I live across the road from Bruce. Just kidding. I like to travel, and just want to let you know that the Health Perks that we have has a travel program, discount travel program, and I've already checked everything. And because I'm paying like the $17.95, so that means I can also use the discount travel. Yeah, that's really cool.
Excellent. I'm going to talk a little bit about the solutions in a minute, and I'll expand on that. Thank you for opening that up. Let's go with our VP of Insurance. What he has done for the company is unbelievable. Bruce, please say hello.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. It's Bruce Davis in Erie, Pennsylvania, VP of Insurance. Voice is going. It's been an unbelievable week. I don't even know how many people I talked to, 150 maybe. But it's happening, and we've got enrollments going in, and I mean, we have launched, and it's just sorry, it's just amazing what's going on. So yeah, this is the time to get involved. And if I haven't gotten back to somebody, I apologize. But yeah, let's try to follow the protocol so that no one falls through the cracks, because it's happening. So everybody have a great day. Looking forward to the call.
Thank you, Bruce. You know, he's talking about life insurance agents in a specific area that this program he has put together. He in 34 years, he's never seen anything like it. It is a win-win. If you know a life insurance agent, they will join immediately, and you will have there's tremendous commissions for us as well that Bruce has set up. So thank you, Bruce. Let's go to an author, just a self-made incredible presence in the company. It's you, Cammie, so please unmute. And yeah, take a minute if you'd like and expand on what Bo was talking about.
Yeah, so Cammie Baker, I'm the author of Real Estate is Hot, Fundraising is Not, and we are basically bringing to the marketplace a tax code that's been around for 100 years. Nonprofits could, should, would be getting funded by real estate, but it's too complicated and risky. So we've made it very simple for any and all nonprofits to bring in, on average, $550,000 with zero risk and no money out of pocket. And, you know, to follow up with Bo's story, I was just thinking today, what a great way this is for everyone in Solveres, all the 1,000, 2,000 IBOs that are already here. This is a great way to reach out, to have a reason to pick up the phone or send that message to people that they've already talked to. Hey, John, I know you're a veteran. I know you're always wanting to help the VFW. Just want you to know I've got a way that place can get funded by $500,000 on average. And when that conversation is started, it can always go into anything else that you want to talk about. So ways to pique interest with this, to help lots of people. And I'm going to have my VP of the Real Agents of Change, Alan Biles, go next. He actually is the liaison for the Real Agents of Change in the nonprofit world. My mindset and my background goes into being the liaison for the for-profits, the realtors, the financial advisors, the business owners who understand social impact. social responsibility. 87% of consumers, customers, and clients will do business with the company, the product, or the service provider that is doing good things in the world. So that's kind of where my strategy goes. How do you leverage this to make money while you're making a difference? But Alan, go ahead and share with them what it means to make a difference with us in this solution.
Thank you, Cammie. Got a little reverberation here. Can you hear me okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Done. Go.
So, yeah, being my experience in the world has a lot to do with being a veteran and dealing with veteran nonprofits, and it just made perfect sense for me, not being a realtor, when I partnered with Cammie, that I sort of channel my energy towards the nonprofit world, which, based on what I'd seen, there was a lot of work that needed to be done developmentally with our organization in order to bridge a lot of gaps we had. We are the tip of the spear when it comes to this transformational way of funding nonprofits. I'm going to say this a lot. You're going to hear me say it again often. It's my favorite statistic to cite, is that only 3% of our wealth is in cash. 43% of our wealth is in real estate. So if these nonprofits are stepping over that 43% of our wealth to get to the 3%, they're doing themselves a huge disservice. Everything changes in this world, right? We don't ride around on horse and buggy anymore. We have computer technology now. We didn't, 30, 40 years ago was, nowhere near what it is now. Things change in the nonprofit world of funding. And this is a major shift in a paradigm that we have to educate these nonprofits. And it's our opportunity to educate these nonprofits, because if all the nonprofits were already accepting funding of real estate, this wouldn't be innovative. So surely the fact that they're not aware, that they have not learned about this opportunity, is our opportunity. So just making these contacts, like we talk about it a lot, start with your warm contacts first and learn through that. There's going to be a learning process for everyone, but we've done a lot of work. We built a lot of success stories under our belts to be able to share what works with Solveres. So it's going to be it's going to be a win-win-win, and it's going to be a big shortcut to the fact that we've already done a lot of the mistakes. We've got those mistakes already made for you.
It was such a delightful time getting to know these two people, and it's such a perfect fit for what we're all about. So we're grateful. Thank you both. And they do say something I really like, make money while making a difference. And Cammie, see, I'm picking up a lot of these things as Bo is, and the more you hear it, the more it become your information. And one of them that I really like is right now about $9 billion a year goes to nonprofits through the program that they're doing. Cammie, partnering with us, we believe we can take it to 27, 29 billion over the next few years, because the way we're embedded with nonprofits, and we're gonna make a difference. This is psychic income, you guys. It feels really good, but it's also important to make some real income as well. All right, thank you guys. I'm gonna move on to our Scottsdale retired attorney. Greg, you're muted. We'd love to have you share if you like.
Yes, good morning. I've been involved with financing for over 30 years. I can finance anything from medical equipment to real estate. We're licensed in all 50 states, and we can do conventional financing on any type of real estate, commercial or residential. And that's the short version. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you. All right, let's go to our guest on the line from Boston, I believe. My wife and I walked to the Paul Revere Trail, and we loved Boston. So Frank, would you please unmute and say hello? Who are you? I think you're in Boston, and what you do. Frank, you're still muted. If you'd love to share, we'd love to hear from you.
So I don't know if there are two Franks on the call. This is Frank Baldwin. I'm in Austin, Texas. Listening is who I am, and that's why I'm here.
Well, appreciate it. And I look forward to meeting you or getting to know you by phone if you'd like to visit sometime. We're all about answering questions. Okay, let's go to our Jerry Hay is an owner in the company. He's brought in some real key people. And Jerry, you're muted right now. Please, who are you? What do you do? And what do you see in Solveres for yourself?
Hello, Mark. Yeah, I'm very excited to be a part of this. This nonprofit growth is very important to me, as I've been involved in ministry most of my life. And I'm a worship leader and a music teacher here in my home. Living in the camper right now as my house and new studio are being built. So, but very excited to be part of the team, Mark. It's just, you guys have done a lot of work in the last several weeks. It's very impressive. So.
All right, thank you, Jerry. The iPhone, I believe, is Tim Ramoli. Tim was a former state representative in Missouri, and hopefully this is you. Tim, if you're there, you're muted, and if you'd like to share, that's great. If I see the unmute go off, it's off. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Mark, really appreciate all that you're doing. It seems like Solveres just keeps getting more exciting things all the time. And, you know, I've talked to some insurance people that are really interested in finding out about this. And also, I'm kind of getting a list of real estate agents that I might be talking to. So looking forward to see where Solveres is heading.
It's great to have you. All right, let's go to, I don't know, is Lance going to stay muted? Lance Besner, you're welcome to share. You're muted now. If I see you unmute, I think Marissa said you're going to remain muted, but that's great. And our little angel bringing in real estate and insurance people. Vanessa, you're muted. Please unmute and say hello.
Hello, everyone. I'm Vanessa Taylor from Savannah, Georgia, and I'm with Juneteenth Atlanta. Happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Vanessa. You're going to like the slides I'm going to show in about just a couple of minutes. Let's go to Bobby Smith. How are you feeling? Recovering from COVID with severe headaches and fever. Bobby, would you like to unmute? And you don't have to. I hope you're doing better. Okay, I'm going to move on to do a screen share. And we have some new things we'd like to share with everybody. But first, I'm going to take you a little bit to our website. And we have this, I'll start with this, Health Perks, because our travel program is inside Health Perks. And all of the companies that we partnered with, we've negotiated deals to provide the same services at considerably less. And so we can do the telemedicine, prescribing and treating over the phone. It includes dental and vision, and in that package is our travel program. Prospecting, I've known Justin, who owns this, for several years. He has 50,000 subscribers. He's partnering with us, and his videos on the website. But here's the really neat thing about this. These aren't old leads. He explains how he generates billions of leads, and they're fresh. It's through this the thing they have on the website to bring in all of these people. So you set the criteria. If you're looking for an insurance agent to promote our insurance program, if you're looking for a real estate agent to promote that or nonprofit, we give you 100 leads a month. So it's really a great program. And that's kind of the binder of this, I call converging dynamics, because our senior solution is, there's nothing, like I mentioned, there's nothing like it. But you couple that with the nonprofits, which a lot of times are seniors, and then the real estate, that's you run into seniors that may want to donate, and the whole thing is about making a difference, and that's what we're doing. But you could also put in there somebody who's interested in our solar program or the money solution. So there's something for everybody in Solveres. It's like a buffet. You could build a business, and I've seen this with you in a networking company. You could build a business with just one of our solutions, the ERC, Employee Retention Credit. Now, these are companies that have 5 employees or more that can get this money up to $26,000 per employee, depending on how they've kept them employed in 21 and now 22. And we have a specialist in that that'll be speaking on Tuesday night. He's currently shooting a video for that part of the website. So is Cami. Cami's going to have a video on the front of the website explaining why Solveres. And also, when you click on the nonprofit, it'll pop with all her information. Now, let me go to, and I'll have questions at the end. Let me go to my slide presentation. And within Solveres, what we don't want is for you to come on strong to people. We want you to just ask them for their help, go take them through a process and give us their feedback. All they have to do is watch a video, join one of these fun, light Zoom events, and do a 3-way call. And the leaders of Solveres are completely accessible. I want to touch briefly on this, what motivates people. And we all know it. We're all the same. We want security and family and love and be able to do a few things. Well, there are all the other emotions like health and like hope and just everything is a derivative of these two emotions. But we want to focus on love. So let's throw money in the equation into these two emotions. Love, people want, they don't love money, but they want this, what it offers, security and a lifestyle. And the fear, a lot of us have been in this situation. At times we're up, we're down. Sometimes we have plenty of money, sometimes we don't. So we just don't want anybody in a position where they don't have enough to pay for the necessities. So in our current, Han is in the, oh, I see it. Okay, I'll go ahead and bring him in. Hopefully I'll still be able to move these slides. Anyway, so unilevel comp plan right now, you can go as wide as you want. And that creates some real wealth in this industry. And we pay 10 levels deep. But I'm just going to talk about the first 3 levels. You refer somebody to the program that buys our business package, which is access to all our services, solutions, earn $50. And it's only $157 tax deductible to join, but there's no barrier of entry to be part of this program. And $10 goes to the sponsor of that person that brought the person in and sold the package, and $5 to the other person. And that's $2 on the other 7 levels. And this can turn into some real money. Very exciting. So our September promotion we're starting right now is if you sponsor 3, sell 3 business packages, it's $50, like I just mentioned. So that's $150, plus we'll throw in $350. Solveres, I mentioned, is debt free. We're capitalized. Our goal is to get to 10,000 members by the end of the year. We will do that, and we'll do whatever it takes to do that. We're putting a team together to lay the foundation. So you'll earn $500. And anybody can do anything for 20 days to make that happen. What if you could do that twice? This is where the $1,000 comes in that was in the newsletter. Sponsor 6 people. I'm going to tell you in a minute exactly how to do that. You'll earn the $50, $300. We'll throw in $700. We'll double the bonus. So you'll earn $1,000 by September 1st. You really want to commit and do the work? Let's double that. I know anybody, and you'll see in a minute, can do anything for 20 days. And you'll have my complete support every day to make this happen. And I've done this before with large teams across the country in my experience in this industry. So 12 people, there's the 600. We'll throw in $1,400. So you'll make 2,000, but to show our appreciation, we'll also give you 5 shares valued at $1,250 if you have ownership in the company. And those royalties are very exciting. And we'll start paying those royalties when we get to 5,000 people. Like I said, anybody can do anything 20 days. If I ask you, would you invest 20 hours over the next 20 days to earn $1,000? That's $50 an hour. I think most people would say, yeah, because in the back of their mind, they realize that they're also setting up residual income for the future. They're laying the foundation. Anybody can do anything for 20 days. Invest 20 hours with me, and I'm going to give you a personal guarantee. I want you to know when you get involved, you don't have to be able to talk about this for hours like we can, the people that have been around it. Your job description is just to create interest. Here's how you're going to get that $1,000. I want you to email 12 people and just ask them for their help. Ask them to go through a short process. It's actually kind of fun. They'll meet some people and you really appreciate their feedback. And even if they're not interested, maybe they could refer you to somebody. So take the pressure off trying to recruit them. Just ask them for your help. And anybody that reaches out to me that wants to be part of this group that I call the Team 10K, and I'll explain that in a minute, I will send you an email of exactly, you can copy paste it, change it, make it your own, to send this email to 12 people. Then afterwards, you're not going to be doing more than 20 hours, but afterwards, you're going to call each one of them and share what you would like them to do. And that is just the process. Would you please go to the website and watch a video or 2? Invite them to a Zoom event, meet the people. There's just that third-party credibility that works. And then a 3-way call. I don't know if you can see that, but it's with me, the CEO. And you'll never be embarrassed that I tried to close somebody. I tried to convince them. I just tell my story and share information. It's a short call, and unless they keep asking questions. But you'll be very pleased with how I handle a 3-way call. And I'm available. The only day I don't do anything is Sunday, so I'm available 24/6. And my support. If that person takes a step towards me, it's like a chess game. They make a move, I make a move. I will be with them every day to make sure that they win in this program. To back it up, I'm giving you a guarantee. If you do that, those 12 people, and not if one of them doesn't join. Now I know in this industry it's usually a third of the people who join you take through the process, but our numbers are better than that. $300 right September 1st, nobody joins, $300, so you're guaranteed something. And I'm putting my time where my mouth is. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And the new members that you're bringing on, they're going to know that they have the same opportunity. They can make $1,000 each month through the end of the year, and then we'll put on additional ones, promotions. But they'll have the same opportunity for those 3 months. So will you. You can do it over and over. You'll probably get so good at it that won't be 1,000 you earn by September 1st. It'll be 2,000 plus ownership in the company. And I'll walk you. It's like footprints in the snow. You just have to follow us. You don't want to try to reinvent the wheel or do it yourself. Do it with the team. Here's the team 10K. I believe anything less, I have a lot of experience in this, anything less than 10,000 members, you're really kind of in pre-launch. Like for example, we just brought on Cami, who's working at videos for our nonprofit solution. So during this pre-launch time, the IBO leaders that help us get to 10, we can't do it alone, 10K by the end of the year are going to be involved in a special group called the Team 10K. This is first movers advantage. Nobody's going to know about this after the first of the year. So when we're at 10K, we go to $29.95 for the prescription. The additional $10 goes 100% into supporting the matrix, commissions in the matrix. Solveres isn't keeping any of it. I'm taking $1 of that prescription when it gets to $29.95, and I'm putting it in a pool. That pool is divided amongst the Team 10K, up to $10,000 a month per income. So if you're part of the Team 10K, your royalties from doing this program, laying the foundation and helping us get to 10,000 is going to be $10,000 a month. Now, one thing you need to look at when you're considering a networking company is the company. Do you believe in it? Do you believe in the officers? Do you have an unshakable belief in all four? Do you believe our timing is good? Listen, John Kalin was a friend of mine. He's passed away from cancer now, but he wrote a book, 17 Secrets of Network Marketing. And in it, he talks about exactly what you need to do. Well, you don't want to be with a company that's a startup. We're not a startup. I formed this corporation 4 years ago. And what we've done over the last 4 years to get it where it is right now is a lot of work and a lot of great people with a common vision, a common goal. We're like like-minded people with in a position to make a difference. That's what we're doing. So if you have an unshakable belief in all of these four, you don't have to intellectualize it to try to figure out if you want to move ahead with us. You'll feel it inside. Do your values match the values of our company? I know this for sure, you guys. Been in this industry for 25 years. I've never seen anything like Solveres. When I started the company, it was just real estate. With Rob Bolin, it evolved to vendors, and now look where it is. We have a dozen solutions, and we would consider new solutions as well. But in your lifetime, you may never see this again. So what do you do with a ground floor phenomenon? I missed it. When I joined, I was only in a network marketing company. I joined one in 1994. It came to the United States from Japan in 1990. I missed that ground floor opportunity. I was still doing very well. I'm not complaining. I was a national speaker and trainer, but the guys that ran ahead of me, that laid the foundation like we're doing now, we're earning $500,000 a month. It's you don't want to miss this. So what do you do with a ground floor phenomenon? You do whatever it takes. There's a quote by Muhammad Ali that said, I wasn't a champion because I won that championship fight. I was a champion of what I did every day in the gym, every day. It's that consistency, it's that repetition. Hey, don't look back at this and regret it, you guys. The time is now for this. And at some point, as you start making some money and you get into this, like in the beginning, you're going to be into Solveres. You see it as a small business opportunity. Maybe I can make an extra 1,000 or 2 a month, but there's going to be a shift. There's a quantum leap when that happens. When your conviction, your understanding, your insight, you're all in. And that's what the Team 10K is about. This is the last slide. We encourage you, and if you're not a member, we encourage you to join. If you are a member, we encourage you to take advantage of this timing. Don't look back and miss the ground floor phenomenon like I did. Be part of it now, and I say just do whatever it takes. All right, I'm going to end the presentation. I'm going to go back and I'm going to end the recording, but we're going to have you stick around and ask questions if you like. So thank you all for taking the time and listening today.